Okay. So people, the session today is about the new formulas what we have in Microsoft Excel 365. In this, most of the formulas are array formulas. I'll talk about that by going one by one. Okay. If I take, say, when we actually talk about the new formulas, or say, if I tell Microsoft Excel 365 or something, people will first think that, oh, it is very complex, or it is very difficult, or it is very confusing to understand. It is not like that. I told you when you attended our previous session, I told you just understand the parameter. That is enough. It is very easy for you people to understand and write any formula. And also, whenever you're using any functions, you should know the purpose. You should know for what reason I'm actually using these functions, right? Okay. Now, I have given the list of functions here. So we'll go one by one. And also, I have categorized it so that it will be easy for you to remember it. Okay. Right. If you just see this concat, text join, text before, text after, text split. All these are actually related to text functions. Previously, we have done this, right? Text functions. In that, we saw this concat and text join. You've already done, right? Same thing we'll do now also, so that we'll understand, because this also comes under 365. All right. So let's go one by one. I'll go to this concat. We had a formula called as concatenate. Concatenate was actually used to combine the text, that is different cells. Let's work on that. Equals, let me zoom if you think that you want to see, I'll just zoom this. Equals concatenate. If I use this concatenate, what happens? I have to go here and I have to select cell by cell like this. Text 1, text 2, text 3 like this. If I'm doing like this, don't you think it will take a lot of time to combine multiple cells? If it is like 1 or 2 cells, it is fine. Otherwise, it will take a lot of time. To avoid this, what Microsoft, they came up with one new option, that is concat, open bracket. Here also, we can use similarly what we did for concatenate like this. But we also have an option of concatenate, and I'm selecting like this. Enter. You see that? I just dragged the window where I selected multiple cells. Understood? So this is, excuse me, concatenate. But do you think there is something missing here? Yes, there is something missing. What is that? Space, or say comma separators. We call it as delimiters. Keep this in mind in data, or say data management, when you're actually working on data. So we have the separators, right? We call it as delimiter. It's a general word, not only in Excel. You go to any other application, it is called as delimiter. Delimiter means a character which will separate your word or a sentence, whatever is there, the data, whatever is there, the data will be separated. Understood? So I don't have the delimiter here. I don't have the option of adding delimiters here. Otherwise, I have to go select one cell, again double quotes, comma, double quotes, and I have to hard code it. Again, it will take a lot of time. So for that reason, so we have one more formula, one more function here, that is text join. Text join is a function which will allow me to combine the text from different cells, like what we did for concatenate and concat. But there is an advantage here. What is that? Let me show you. Equals, say, text join. Text join. Okay. Now, when I go here, just read the parameter. What is the first parameter? It says delimiter. I told you delimiter means the separator. Double quotes, comma, I'll give a space, double quote. My first parameter is done. Now I'll say, comma, what is the second parameter? It says ignore empty. I'll tell you what it is practically. Let me just select as of now true. I'll tell you what it is, comma, then it lasts for the text. Text 1, text 2. Either I can select one by one, or I will select all this together. Close the bracket and say enter. Okay, can you see that? I have this comma separators, right? That means we can add delimiters as well. Here we have a parameter. Here I have a parameter where it says true or false. What is this true or false? Let's go here. Let's go here. People 1 minute. Okay, right? So what I was telling, there is a comma separator. Now we saw this true. Here we have this true. What is this true? Say for example, I'll go here. I will delete this. See? If I delete and give some space here, that is some empty cells, you know what happens? We don't have any blank space here. But suppose if I go here and if I make it as false, can you see that there is a space here? So wherever I have this blank cells, then I'll get that space. So now we can decide whether I need to take this space, the blank space, whatever is there, that also has to be included or not. Where this can be used, I'll tell you. So this actually can be used when we take the data. I have a huge data. In that, I need to have some blank cells as well if there is no data. So we have a comma, blank space, comma, then again name. It goes on like this. So in that case, I can actually use this true or false. Right? Okay. Next. No doubts, please. Okay. Class is getting that. That's what I told you. Okay. Next, we have something called as text before, text after, and text split. Okay. Text before. Now, what happens sometimes? Okay, we try to extract the data. Remember, we have this left, the mid, and right. So, suppose if you want to get the data, say before, let's say I want first 4 characters, first 5 characters. In this case, let's say I want the characters, first 2 characters. I'll say equals left of this, comma, 2, close bracket. I'm getting first 2 characters. Fine. This is because we know that there is a delimiter. What is the delimiter here? Hyphen, correct? I told you any character, any word is separated. The separator is called as delimiter. Now, in this case, what is the delimiter? Hyphen is the delimiter, right? But how will I know that there is a hyphen after these many characters only? There can be 3, 4, 5, right? So if I use this left, I have to check that hyphen and then I have to get the number of characters. I have to specify number of characters. Yes or no? Right? I can use left and I can extract the data, but not always. The hyphen will be only with 2 characters. It can be after 3 characters, 4 characters. If it is uniform, it is fine. If it is not uniform, you have to mix with 4 other formulas, right? Left, find, and so many. Instead, Microsoft came up with a new function called as text before, text after. So what is text before and text after? These are all very simple. First, you understand the purpose. What is the purpose? I need to extract the data where text before the delimiter. Understood? Then I have to use text before or text after. Just like that, if you think what is text after, what is text before, you won't learn. You should know why actually we are using this. My requirement is I have some word, I have some data where I need to extract the data before delimiter. So what I'll do, I'll go here equals, okay, equals text before. Okay, text before. Read the parameter. What is the first parameter says? Text. That is this text. That's all. Simple. Select that. Comma. Delimiter. What is the delimiter there? Hyphen. I'll go here, double quote, hyphen. Done. Comma. Then it says instance number. Let's keep this instance number. Later, I'll close the bracket. Can you see that? This means we see a Now, let me remove this. I made it CA2016 continuous. Enter. Can you see that? Now you got the point. If it was left formula, what it was doing, even if I delete that hyphen also, it will give first two characters only. So if I want to extract the data before the delimiter, then what will I use? Text before. Now, I'll go here. I got this text before delimiter. That is, it is taking the first delimiter. I want the text before second delimiter. You can see that I have two delimiters. Here what I'll do, I'll say, comma, it says instance number. Instance number means the occurrence, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many delimiters are there here? Two delimiters. I'll say 1 and say enter. See, I'm getting this CA. By default, if I'm not specifying anything, it will be 1 only. But what do I need? If I want, if you want from second, third, fourth or something, what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll change this. Instead of 1, I'll say. Understood? Now it is extracting the data before the delimiter of second delimiter. Got the point, all of you? Yes, understood now the purpose of using this delimiter, the text before. All right. Now let's go to this text after. Okay. Now I'm using this text after. Text after. Same thing like what we did text before. This is text after the delimiter. Now you see equals text after. I'm selecting this text. Right? You see that parameters are same. The extraction will be different. That's all. Comma. Delimiter. What is the delimiter? Hyphen. I will close the bracket, say enter. Now what am I getting? After first delimiter. See, here this is delimiter. After this, whatever characters are there, I'm getting. Now I'll go here. I have the instance number. I'll say comma 2. So what will I get? The last. Understood, all of you? When I'm using this text before and text after. Got it, all of you? Yeah. Now coming to this text split. Please concentrate. This text split is a very, very interesting function. Why? I'll tell you. You have the data here. Can you see the data? Say, sometimes what happens, let's say, for example, you're a student, you're opting for multiple courses. One person, say student 1, is opting for multiple courses. What I have to do, either I have to record your, the courses what you're opted one by one, or what I'll do is a student 1, say Excel, comma, VBA, comma, it goes on like this. I recorded in only one row. Now, I want to know how many courses this person have been registered. Now, I need to split that. The Excel, comma, VBA, comma, Python, comma, Power BI, comma, there will be so many. I have to split either by column wise or by row wise. Previously what we used to do, we used to write macros for that. Write a macro and then we used to run that so that wherever the comma is there, we'll cut that, put that down. So it was something like that. But now you don't have to bother. See, I'll say equals text split. Text split. And then I'll select this text. Comma. It will ask for column delimiter. What is the delimiter here? Delimiter. Comma. Let me close. Can you see that? Did you see that? What happened? Comma, comma, comma. Wherever the comma was there, now each word has been put that into different columns. That is column wise, I split it. Now let me go here. Equals text split. I will select this text, comma, delimiter. Now, for me, I need row wise, one below the other. I will skip this. And let's go to this. one below the other. Understood? Now I can use this text split to split the entire cell depending on the delimiters, either column wise or row wise. Understood? So here we have concatenate, text join, text before, text after, and text split, which are text functions which we can use it on the text, that is a cell which has got text. Understood, all of you? Yeah? Okay. Right. Next two functions. You've already done ifs, but still again I'll explain. Conditional statements. Conditional statement. If condition. If this value is greater than 5,000, it should be high. Otherwise, it should be low. Suppose if you want multiple conditions, then what we used to do, we used to say if, again if, goes on like this. We used to call it as nested if. Understood? If inside if. But imagine if you're adding ifs, what happens? It is more confusing. Instead, now Excel has got a new function called as ifs, IFS. Ifs. It is not if s. People actually say if s. It's not if s. It is ifs. Plural form of if. Multiple if condition. Understood? How to use this? Say, for example, now I have a category. Okay? I have a category. Depending on this category, I need to get the category code. Say equals ifs logical test. If this value, okay, equals FUR, if this value is equal to FUR, then I need this. I'll press F4 so that I can use this value itself, or I have to hard code. I have to type furniture. So instead, I selected that. It is fixed. So one condition done, one logical test. If this is FUR, then it should be furniture. Now the second condition, second logical test, comma. If this value again equals office OFF, then F4, comma. Again, one more logical test. If this value equals PEC, comma, F4, see. If I would have done this by using if statement equals, if this value is equal to FUR, then furniture, comma, if, again one more if, it goes on like this. Now it's not like that. I just have to mention ifs and say logical test result, logical test result, logical test result, goes on. Now if I copy this down, see, that's all. Task is done. Understood? So likewise, we have many new functions in 365 and also from 2016 and above, which will help us in reducing a lot of confusions and complexity. Okay, right. Next, switch. Switch is a statement, it's a conditional statement. Okay, switch is a conditional statement. Why it is used, I'll tell you. In the previous example, it was very simple example. Directly, I used text FUR, OFF, or something. But what if I get the data like this? If I give the task saying that, see, first three characters, if it is FUR, then furniture. Again comes the if condition. So what we'll do, if we don't know some of the statements, say here I'll say equals left of this value, comma 3. First we'll do this. And again, what we did in the previous one, right? If conditions. In this case, we have the unique values as well. We can use VLOOKUP. or we can use if conditions, anything we can do. But we are here to learn about switch. How the switch will work, let me tell you. Let me delete this. I don't want this. I'll go here. I'll say equals switch. Switch, what it will do is, first it will take an expression, the equation. What is that expression? The expression is just now we wrote a formula, right? Formula is called as expression or equation. I mentioned, right? Now here I'll say expression, I'll select this. Left of this value, comma 3. That's all. You don't have to put any results. See here it says expression. Left of D7, comma 3. Right? This is the expression. Now, what I'll do is, I'll get a result, right? We get a result for that. If it is FUR, then furniture. Understood? This is another way of writing conditional statement. If you are using an expression, only once I'll give the expression and then I'll get the results for that value, whatever I'm getting. For that, what is the result I need to get? I can go on. Now, comma. Right? Again, I don't have to select anything. The result, what is that? Say, if it is OFF, then I'll select this. F4, comma, again, TC, nice. Right? Understood? I'm just telling you the different ways. See, there are so many ways. For one problem, there is 100 solutions. Right? So in this case, we can use many other formulas also. So what I'm telling is, here ifs and switch play a very important role when you have these kind of multiple conditions to be checked. Understood? All of you? Yeah? Okay. Good. Next, filter. When I say filters, directly we'll go to the option. We have the data filters. We can filter. Say, for example, I want to filter the data. I'll go here, say data. I'll click on this filter. I want to filter South region. I'll go here, filter South region. Then again, if you want something to be filtered, I can just go here. I can filter and copy and paste. So this is what we used to do previously. Filter the data, copy that and paste it somewhere. But now you don't have to use the filters at all. You can directly use the filter formula to get the data. How? Very simple actually. Very, very simple. Say equals filter. Filter is an array formula. When I say array, the output will come, in not just in one cell, it will come in various different cells. We saw the text split, right? It was given me in different cells. So these kind of cells, the results what we get in multiple cells, they are called as array formulas. Now here I'll say filter, it will ask for the array. Let me select the array. Okay. Say, we also have this, examples have given here, so you can check that. I'll go here. Select, comma. Okay. We'll just say, so. Filter, array. Just you don't have to press F4 here because it's an array results what we are getting. See? Got it? So here I'm just giving South here. That is, I'm just trying to filter South. Now suppose I'll go here. I will just remove this. Let me select this category and then I'll say furniture. Make sure that the spellings match, otherwise it will give me blank. See? So I've given some examples also here. So if you think that you want to go and understand, so some examples are given there. You can check that while working. Okay. Right. Next, sorting. You know that filter we can filter. Sorting also, we used to do the sorting. If you want to get the data sorted, so we'll go sort and select the columns which we need to sort. So what we'll do now, we have a formula, we have a function for sorting. Let's go here, say equals sort. It lasts for the array. Let me select the array. Comma. Now when I say sort, we need to specify which column. So I want to sort this, say, by customer name. The customer name is in 1, 2, 3. I'll say 3. Comma. Ascending, descending. Sorting means what? Ascending or descending, correct? I'll go here. I will mention descending or say, this is text, I'll say ascending. It is giving me 1, that is ascending. If you want descending, I'll go here, it is -1. 1 or -1. I'll say 1, that is ascending, comma, it will ask sort by column or by row. Let's say I want to sort it by column. Either I can say, sorry, we'll say by row here. Either I'll say 0 or false. Anything you can take, I'll say 0. If you think you want to put false, that is also fine. 0 is also fine. I'll say enter. See, it is sorting based on this form. Understood? So it is sorting based on third column. If you want to change the column number, you can change. This is what sort by columns. Suppose you think that I want to sort the data by rows. Sorry, by rows, what we did. Now, suppose if you think I want to sort the data by columns, then you remember that last parameter I had given 0 or 1, that is true or false. That we can do here. Say, I'll go here. Now, here we'll say equals sort. Let me zoom this. Equals sort array. I'll select this, comma. It lasts for the sort index. I have only 2 rows here. Let me go here. I'll take the first row. Okay, comma. It lasts for sort order. I'll say ascending, comma. It lasts for by row or by column. This time I should select by column. Or I can say 1. Anything is fine. 1 or 0, I'll say. See, is getting sorted. Understood? All of you, how to use this sort. Then we also have sort by. What is sort by? Sometimes what happens, we're actually sorting only one column. If you want to sort multiple columns, we can use this sort by. Say column, we're selecting, and then which column has to be sorted? Ascending or descending. Which column has to be sorted? Ascending or descending. Multiple columns. So here I've given that example as well. So here you go and will say equals sort by. Sort by. Let me select the array, comma. Now we have to sort, say, which column. Let's say, for example, I want to sort by customer name. Selected, comma. It asks for ascending or descending. I'll say ascending. Why? Because names usually, the text usually will be sorted by ascending order. Comma. Then I'll select sales. comma, sort order. Sort order. Usually the numbers will be sorted by descending order, right? So I'll say descending order. We'll make it as -1. Close bracket. Say it. See. First it's getting sorted with this and then with this. Let me change this to region itself. I'll just make it as C. And here we'll say C. See, this is getting sorted central, and here you can see that this is getting sorted accordingly. So we can use filters for filtering the data. We can use sort and sort by to sort the data. Understood, all of you? Right. Next, the next one, what we have, unique by row, unique by column. Remember this, we have this remove duplicates. We have this remove duplicates. Okay, if you don't know, let me tell you. There is an option called as remove duplicates. What is that? Let me just show you quickly. I'll copy this and I'll just paste it here. Okay. Now here I have something called as remove duplicates. When I click on this remove duplicates, what it will do is it will remove the duplicates and give me all the unique values. Right? So this is an option what we have in Excel. But now we have a function which will give me unique values. Unique means I have lot of names in a row or in a column. I want only unique names, then I can use this unique formula. There are two ways of using this unique formula. Let me tell you. Equals unique array. Let me select only this column, comma. It asks for return unique by column or by row. I will select this row. Okay. Either I can type 0 or I can say false because I'm selecting all the rows, comma, exactly once. Now this is what I was telling. See here, read the parameter. It says return item that appear exactly once. Return every distinct item. Let me select this every distinct item. Right. Can you see that? I'm getting this exactly like what I had this removed. When I said distinct item, that means even if the names are repeating 10 times, it will take only one name out of it. That is called as distinct. If you want only once, that means in the entire records, whatever we have, the name is appearing only once. Only once, no duplicates at all. Here, remove duplicate means I have the duplicate, it will remove the duplicates. If it is only one, also it is giving me only one value. But when I say only once, appearing only once, whichever names are appearing only once, no duplicates at all, only that will be listed here. So I'll go here equals, then I'll say unique, and then I'll say array, comma, here I'll say by unique rows, comma, appearing exactly once. See, these three names appear only once, no duplicates. Same thing applies here also. Unique by column equals unique, same formula, same parameters. Only thing is you have to change from row to column. That's all. See here, I'm selecting this, comma. It asks for return unique columns, right? Comma. Then return distinct item. See, only once. Unique, then array, comma, then we'll say columns, and then exactly once. See? So here we're trying to extract the unique values. Understood, all of you? Yeah. So these two formulas, unique by row, unique by column, that is unique, will help me in extracting the unique records from the selected, whether it is column or row. Understood? All of you? Very good. Next, sequence and rand array. These are something very interesting formula when you actually try to generate serial numbers. Usually, what we do is we'll go here, say 1, 2, and I keep dragging it like this to get the serial number. Yes. Now you don't have to do that. I'll go here. I'll say equals sequence. Just type sequence. I'll say 10. See? You saw that? 1 to 10. 100. You give anything. 1 to 100. Right? Now suppose I'll go here, say I want 3 rows. Enter. See? You go here, it goes up to 300. Why? Because 100 into 3. Let me make it as 10 only, so that, see. Now this is serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you think I want to jump, say I want to start the number from 101, comma, I want the step to be 2 and say enter, see, 101, 102. Understood? All of you? Yeah? This is sequence. Now you can generate the sequence just by giving one sequence function. Right? Okay. Next, rand array. People know about rand and rand number. Let me first show you that. We have something called as rand. See, if you want random numbers from 0 to 1, so I have to type and I have to select, copy it and paste. This is what we used to do. Then we have rand between, that is to generate random numbers. Rand between, say 1 to 100. So if I select the range, Control D, Control R, it will generate random numbers from 1 to 100. If I say rand, it will generate 0 to 1, 0.00 something, some decimal number 0 to 1. If you want whole numbers, then I have to use rand between, that is from 0. I can specify the bottom number and the top number. This is what we had previously. And suppose if you want the entire table to be created, then I have to go and I have to use this. That is, select the array and then copy down, copy right. Now we have a new formula. Rand array, random array. Create array of random numbers. Let's go here. I'll say equals rand array. That's all. Very simple. Now here it says number of rows, number of columns. How many rows I need? Let's say I want 10 rows, 5 columns, close bracket. I'm getting decimal numbers. I want whole numbers. I don't want decimal numbers. I'll go here, comma. It asks for minimum. Like what we had is bottom and top for rand between. I'll say minimum 1, maximum 100, comma, integer. Now we got this decimal number by default. I'll go here, I'll mention 2. Understood what is rand array? All of you? Yeah? Okay. All right. Now after this, we have many other functions. These are available from 2016 and above versions. But now what you see the formulas, these are there in 2021 and 365. Okay, 21 and 365. We stack, head stack. Maybe you guys would have heard or not heard, I don't know. I'll not tell that you would have not heard only. You would have heard or you would have not heard, but I'll tell you the purpose and then I'll tell you how we can use these formulas. We people know what is VLOOKUP, HLOOKUP. Whether we work or not, when I say VLOOKUP, it is vertical lookup, horizontal lookup. Then what is this? V stack, H stack. How many of you actually heard about V stack and H stack. How many of you heard? People online, you can say yes or no, no problem. If you don't know, please don't feel shy. Everyone are learning. These are all new formulas. If you know, say yes, it is fine. If you don't know, say no, no problem. In the class, offline, none of you? Yeah, okay, right. No, okay. So Aditya, yes. Ev, say yes. Shrikant, no. Okay, good. If you know, it is really good. Okay. So most of us actually don't know. Okay, right. Fine, fine. So stop messaging. Right. Let me go here. I'll tell you the purpose. I have a requirement to stack my data. What's the meaning of stack? One above the other. Appending. One above the other. Stacking. Now what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll say equals. I want, there are some data. I need to stack that. I'll go here, I'll say equals V stack. Okay. V stack. I'll take this array 1, comma, array 2, comma, array 3. Close bracket. That's all. Net. See? Understood what happened? Previously, we used to write macros for this. But now we don't have to write. I have a formula. V stack and stack. Understood what it will do? Now, suppose if you think here I have this B7 to G9, I'll make it as G8. See, it's not that you have to select the entire table. I'll go here, say B11 to B14, right? I'll make it as B13 to B14. See? But make sure you're selecting the entire array so that we'll get exact values. What if I'm not selecting properly? Say here, I'll select up to E only. See, only this much. Then what happens? Can I see that? Not available. The information is not available. Understood? All of you? Okay. Obviously, now you'll know what is H stack. When I say V stack, then obviously you'll know what is H stack. What is H stack? Horizontal stack. That's all. Same thing. What one above the other. It was actually stacking. Say row by row. Now it is column by column. We'll go here. We'll say equals H stack. Okay. Let's say in the first array I want these first 2 columns, comma. Then in second table array I want these 2 columns, comma. And here I want these 3 records. See? Understood? So I'm taking different columns from different table. Make sure that the number of rows are equal. Otherwise, you saw that, right? Not available. So we'll get that. Understood, all of you, what is V stack and H stack? Right. Similarly, I have something called as XLOOKUP. People, I've seen many people keep asking us, sir, VLOOKUP is difficult, HLOOKUP is difficult, XLOOKUP has come something new. Let any formula comes. It is for a purpose. They would have written the formula, they would have created the formula, right? Now, let's understand what is VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. VLOOKUP means vertical lookup. I told you, lookup formulas are actually used for searching a value, right? VLOOKUP means to search top to bottom. HLOOKUP means left to right. Yes. In VLOOKUP, if you take, what happens? I'm looking for a value, and the value should be in the first column. The table array, what I select, it should be in the first column only. And always the search will happen how? Top to bottom only, sequentially, right? To avoid a lot of confusions here, Microsoft came up with the formula XLOOKUP. What XLOOKUP will do? It will search for the value, but not just in the entire table array. It will take only one column. From the column, it will try to search the result column. Very simple it is. How? Let's say I have the location here. I want to get the location. If you want to use VLOOKUP, then I have to use like this, say equals VLOOKUP of this value, comma. Then I have to take the table array from here, right? Because I want the location to be in the first column, right? If I take this, so here, say I want, let's say I want state. Again, I cannot take the state. Why? Because it is in the left hand side. So again, I have to move this location ID to first column, and then you have to, instead of this, equals. Let me zoom this. Equals XLOOKUP. Okay. XLOOKUP, I will select the lookup value. This is my lookup value. Comma. Lookup array. This is my lookup array. F4. Understood? Only one column. This is the lookup array. What is the result column? The result array. I can select any of these now. Let it be left, right, or wherever. Say I want the state. Let me select this. F. Comma. If not found. In VLOOKUP, we don't have this option. If it is not found, it will throw error, right? Any error? If it is not found, we'll say 0. Anything you can give. I'm just mentioning it as 0, comma, match mode. Match mode, usually what we do, we take what is that? Exact match, right? Always. I'll go here. I'll take this exact match, comma. Then search mode. Usually search will happen from top to bottom, correct? Now we want from bottom to top. Anything we can. So usually VLOOKUP is from top to bottom. Suppose if you think I want from bottom to top, that also I can give. As of now, I'll just give it as from first to last. That is top to bottom. See. So if I would have used VLOOKUP, then I have to move the entire column to first column of the table array and then I have to use. But here it's not like that. Select one column, that is the lookup column and the result column. That's all. Understood? So it's very simple. XLOOKUP. Right. Next is to row and to column. See, in 365, I'll tell you people, in Microsoft 365, now in Excel 365, there are so many formulas. These are all formulas which are very much important, which I've taken. Otherwise, there are still more formulas which we might not use, but there are so many interesting formulas. We cannot do that everything. I have one file for all of you, for all the attendees. I'm giving you one file where all the formulas are there with explanation. Everything is there. That is from Microsoft only. I've just made some links which will be easy for you to go and navigate. So then that I'll be sharing that with all the attendees only. Okay, you can keep that with you. Right. Say 2 row and 2 column. 2 row and 2 column means I have the data in table array. I want that to be in row wise or column wise. Understood? So I have this 2 row. I'll say equals to, let me show this, equals to row. Select the array, comma. Ignore. Remember that in text join we had this. Ignore blanks or not. Similarly here, suppose if I have any errors in this, if I have any blanks in this, should I have to ignore. As of now, I'll say keep all the values. Here we have all correct values only, nice values only, no errors, no blanks. So I'll say keep all values. Depending on your data, you can select, you want to keep, you want to skip the errors or blanks or something that you can select. Comma. Scan by columns. Scan by row is by default. Let's work on both. I'll say false, enter. Can you see that? By row, say A, D, G, then B, E, like this. I want like this. So the scanning is happening by row. But now suppose if you think I want to do this by column, see A, B, C, like this. So the entire array has been taken into one row. Same thing, I'll go here, equals to column. Same thing, but now this will happen by column. Say ignore blanks, whatever. I'll just say take all the values, comma. Say scan by row. See A, D, G, B is like whatever was happening row wise, now it is coming in column wise. Now suppose if you think I want to change this, I'll go here, I'll make it as 2. See? Understood? So I have a table array, I just have to change the direction, that's all. Right? So for these, we used to write macros. Now everything is very simple. Okay? Right. Wrap rows, wrap columns. What is wrap? Wrap means when I have a data in one cell, remember that we'll go here and we'll wrap the text. That is compressed so that we will come in one place. I have the data like this. I want to arrange that in a table order. To row, if I have a table like this, I'm bringing that into one row or by column. This one, imagine that I have some data like this. I want to make that as a table. So what I'll do, I'll go here, I'll say equals wrap columns. Sorry, I'll make it as rows. Vector is nothing but the list of values, that is array of values. Comma. Wrap count. Wrap count means for how many data, how many records, or say how many rows I need to wrap it. I'll make it as 10. Comma, there is something called as pad width. I'll ignore that. Close bracket. Can you see that? 10. Then again next 10. Again next 10, next 10, next 10. Understood? It got converted like a table. The data which is there in one column, now it is like a table now. Every 10 values it has been arranging. Understood all of you? Yeah? Okay. Now, let me go here. I'll make it as 7. The data was exactly for 10 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So 60 records were there. It got arranged properly. Now, if I'm giving it as 7, so every 7, say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then again the next value will come to the next row. Understood how the table arranges? If I say enter, can you see that it's saying NA? Right? So it will throw an error saying that 7, then again 7, 7, 7, it goes on like this. Let me go here. I have something called as pad width. I will make it as, let's say 0. Pad with 0. See. So instead of NA, we can use this. So that we'll get 0. Fine. So now you would have understood what is columns. What was there by row, now this will be by columns. That's all. Let's say equals. Let's do that quickly. Equals. Wrap columns. Select the vector. Then comma. I'll say 10. Pad with 0. See. So what was coming as a row wise? That is row wise it was splitting. Now it is getting split by column. Understood? This is a wrap. Right. Now this is very interesting. If you people are working on some dashboards or some reports, usually what we do is say, for example, now let's say the World Cup is going on. You want to make some dashboards, right? Let's say we are doing some dashboards. If I'm doing the dashboard, so each country will have its own flag. If you want to do some project on these kind of things, some country reports, usually we put the flag, right? So what we used to do previously, go copy the flag, paste it. Copy the flag, paste it. Yes or no? Used to do this for reports and all. Now, things are very easy. I'll tell you what it is. I have a link here where I just type equals say image equals image. It lasts for the source. I have the link here. Make sure that you'll have the link. Double quotes. Enter. Can you see that? We can give the size. There is some parameters which we can give the size and things like that. Otherwise, we can just. Now, for this next countries, what people will do is that again they'll go search for the link, paste it, search for the link, paste. Search for a link which is actually continuous. What is that? Say for example, I have this India. I'll just drag it down. See, everywhere I'll get India flag only. Why? Because the path what I've given here is totally for India. It is hard coded. Now what I'll do, I'll go here. Here what we have this India, right? I'll just remove this text. Double quote, ampersand. Ampersand is for concatenating. I will select this cell and again I'll press concatenate and double. I'm just trying, instead of the country, fixed country name, I'm just selecting here in the cell, I'll say enter. Done. Now you just see, double click. See? Can you see that? So for this, you should have proper links. Understood? So we can get the images like this. I'm just showing you one example of flag, but otherwise you can get any images by giving the right. Okay. The next take. Okay. Equals take. Take means I want to take the rows and the columns. I have a table here. In this, I want some rows and columns, but that will always start from the first cell. Randomly, we cannot take. Say, I'll go here. I'll select this array. Comma. I want how many rows? Let's say I want 5 rows. And I'll say I want 3 columns. Understood? So if I want to extract the data in the table array, some rows and columns, I can use this take. Understood, all of you? Yeah? Okay. Drop. Take means taking, drop means dropping. Now let's go here. I'll say equals drop array. I want to drop, say, 5 rows and 3 columns. See, 5 rows from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 columns. See, this data will be taken. Understood? So take means it is taking that whatever specific number of rows and columns you are given. Drop means it will drop the number of rows and columns from the selected array. Okay. Right. Choose rows and choose columns. Choosing which row I need, which column I can choose. Okay. Choose rows. Choose rows. Array. It lasts for the row number. I want row number 1, then 4, then 6, then 9. See? From this table, I want only these rows, which I'm actually doing some analysis, or say I want only those rows. I can choose. Choose columns. I'll go here. I'll say equals. Choose columns. Array. I want first column, third column, say, comma, third column, sixth column. See? Understood? All of you? Yeah? Okay. Expand. Expand means you know, right? Expand. Yeah? Now, what I'll do, I'll go here, say equals, expand. I have a table here. I want to get the data. So I'll say expand. I'll take this array. We can take from here till here also. Or what I'll do is say October, November, December. I'll just take one. Make sure that the number of rows what I take, comma, it lasts for the number of rows. I'll say 12, comma, I'll say 2 columns, enter. See? It is giving me the result here. Now, let me just drag it down. Suppose if I paste that, see. Understood? So expand will just expand the formula. That's what the selection number of rows and columns I can specify. So these formulas will really help us a lot when we are actually trying to combine the data, extracting the data. Okay. So all these are available from 2019 and above. Most of the formulas are available in 2021 and 365 only, but some of them are available in 16 and 19. But in 365, all these formulas are available. Apart from this, there are more other formulas. Now, the thing why I'm actually teaching this is the first batch. Actually, we were actually doing this for some webinars or workshops or something. So now officially we have included all the 365 options. So we have Power Query editors, Power Pivots, so many things have been added. So this actually was not there in the syllabus previously. Now we have added that. So people who are joining, so most of them actually are not certified. Okay, people, I'll tell you, now most of the companies actually are willing to take or say, they'll check your profile with certificate. So please make sure that you get certified. Now the thing is, many of them actually, say the certificates, whatever is there. If you go to website, it is somewhere around $100. Okay, that is the problem what everyone will face. But don't worry, we are certified. Okay, we are certified for people who have enrolled for Excel from October 1st. We are including the certificate, that is Microsoft Excel certificate, completely free. Okay, but people, some of them are already have enrolled, but they have not taken their exams. So we have an offer, that is you can pay 1499 plus GST, then you can take the exam. We are there to help you in clearing the exam 100%. So don't worry, in single attempt itself you can finish. So we are there for that, because this is the examination center. We'll give you online access, so you can take the exam online, or you can come here and you can take the exam. Okay, this is one promise I can do, but I'll just tell you people, please make sure that all of you are certified. That is why we are actually taking so much of efforts for our students, and we are spending, okay, at least we are trying to reduce the fees, because whatever you are paying in that 2000, we're actually giving it for vouchers only. The intention is the next 3 months we're actually doing this experiment. If people are successful, and we will make that officially completely for next complete year. This is the trial, which is what we're actually doing for next 3 months. But people who have already completed their Excel from us, if you still want, please come. Now I cannot actually give that, because we have started from this month only. Okay, the previously who have taken, we are there to clear your exam 100%. For that, we'll help. Okay, right. So I think many of you have got a lot of doubts. People online also have got a lot of doubts. Let me take the doubts. But before going to the doubt, if, okay, I'm just telling you, if anybody wants Microsoft 365, okay, now Microsoft 365 is completely changed. Microsoft 365 is not only Microsoft Office 365. Microsoft 365 is including MS Office 365 plus Power Platforms, plus in Power BI we have Pro version. Okay, there are some trials going on, so I cannot promise you that all these options, the admin options, everything is there. So I'm actually in touch with Microsoft people as well. Even they are finding it slightly difficult in admin section or some other sections. We are in touch with them, but still, okay, instead of paying a lot of amount, so Power Platforms, Power App, Power Automate, everything is there. Any issues, we are there. Okay, still there are some improvements are going on, so that we actually, it will take time. Okay, anybody wants Microsoft 365 complete package? Okay, so we have that package with, there are some courses. Let me just show you. And again, people, it is your interest only I'm telling. So I'm not telling you to go and purchase this. If you want, you can purchase. Otherwise, also you can ignore. I'm not here to sell anything. I'm just telling you. But my recommendation is, if you have this copy, if you have 365, I'll tell you, you can work on anything. Okay, some of you have already purchased, fine. But people who have not purchased, not installed, they're there to help you. There are some problems, that is some admin sections and all still not enabled. We are actually forcing them, which they are trying out various different options. I'll promise you that everything will be solved soon, only on the admin section. Otherwise, we have all the options which are there. See, here we have these many apps, okay, which will not get in MS Office 365. Don't go for MS Office 365. You'll get only Office. But if you go for Microsoft 365, you'll get all the options along with that Power Apps, Power Automates, everything will be there. And also, we are giving 4 courses completely free. Okay. What are those courses? The courses are Excel, Power BI, Python, and SQL Server completely free within this package. Okay. So if anybody wants, you can go to that particular link and you can purchase it. It is 999 rupees. I'm telling you, this is lifetime access. You don't have to again purchase anything. Every time we keep getting updated. And there was one question someone asked, sir, I don't have Python in Excel. Python is actually included in Excel now. In this, it is not that someone actually questioned. Okay, I'll tell you. So I spoke to Microsoft people and I asked, they told that it is actually only in the beta version. Beta version means it is not released officially. It will be given to some of them to test on. Okay. So even I had a doubt because even I have the same version what I have. So people ask me why Python is not there in my software what I've taken. It is only for beta version. So that will be released soon. So once it is released, it will be there in your Microsoft 365 as well. Okay, this is someone asked. So I thought let me just tell you before the people ask me that question. Okay, if anybody is willing to purchase this, please purchase this. This is lifetime and we are there because we are now authorized certified. Okay, so don't worry, we are there for any kind of help. Even in the installation also we'll try, we'll try to give you some suggestions. But technically hardware problems I don't know, but installation yes, I will support. So I'll put the link in the chat box if anybody is interested. Please, you can go and you can purchase. Okay. And again, for certificate, okay, Excel certificate, if anybody is interested, apart from people who are in the batch, okay, from October 1st who are enrolled. So we are actually giving them completely free for packages or the course. That is for Microsoft Excel. So you can take that exam. Otherwise, people who are not enrolled and still they are ITAS alumni. So please message us. We are there to help you in getting that particular certificate. But people, I'll tell you, you'll be certified as Microsoft Excel Associate, wherein you'll be Microsoft Certified Professional. And again, anybody for Power BI, I know it's not a platform, but still I'll tell you, there are some people who are into this one. So let me know if anybody is actually willing to take this Power BI exams. So we can also support for clearing the exams. For that, this is a separate charge. We are not actually authorized, but still I'll try to get you people clear that exam. Okay, right. So I'll just stop this here and now I'll go for the doubts. I know everyone have got at least some doubts. So first I'll go with you had a doubt. People are online. So let me just finish this online people so that we can close it and then I'll get back to it. People online, any questions, please ask me. I'll just try to give you the access to speak now. Yeah. People, you can now unmute and you can ask me any questions, but one by one. People are not able to hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, Aditya.
Sir, I have my Excel courses with me, and in my courses there is a exam amount under Microsoft Excel Associate exam with me.
Okay.
So, what is it? I don't know.
Now, Excel Associate is an exam. So we actually give you the materials to read. Okay, but for writing the exam, that is you have to purchase the voucher. Material is totally different. You can read, you can get prepared. But for writing the exam, you need to get some tickets, right?
Okay.
For a movie, you purchase some ticket and you go, right? Similarly, some tickets which you'll have to purchase. If you go to website, it is $100. Okay, for sure you have to pay $100. But since we are testing center, we are certified, so we get some vouchers which will be given to the students. There is one offer which is going on, 1499 plus GST. GST is compulsory. So it will come to somewhere around 1,700 change. Let's say 1,900 or something. So you can opt that. We are there to help you in clearing the exams. Right. Someone was asking for XLOOKUP. Shrikant, I think Shrikant asked for XLOOKUP. Right. So XLOOKUP, I'll just tell you. XLOOKUP is actually used to get the value from not the entire table array. Suppose if you think that I want to get the value, so I can just select the lookup value and the lookup array. This is the lookup array and the result column. That's all. But in VLOOKUP, you have to select the entire table array. So here it's not like that. Right. Any other questions, people?
I have a question.
Yes, Suprita.
On unique.
Unique.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So the example that you showed, it had the name in the same column. So if we have like first name, last name, middle name, and everything, and we are trying to find a unique, there are possibilities that the same person register and have sometime he mentions his first name as last name and last name as first name, and we have the same entry multiple times.
Understood. See, in particularly in data, data extraction or data cleaning or something, there should be any softwares. It will go with the characters exactly whatever is there here. Now, for example, if it is like this, okay, right? So here, sometimes while capturing, so we take first name, last name, but let's say here in this case it is last name and first name. For us, let's say this is a new, say it's a same name, but for the formulas or say the functions or program, they are two different names. So you cannot expect system to do something like this. Otherwise, we need to have some mapping, data, and then we have to clean that. Otherwise, if it is capturing like this, you see this. Understood, Suprita? What I was telling?
Yes. And
Suprita, got it?
yes.
Yeah. So this is what happens. So it will always check the characters. So you should be careful about it.
Okay. So in the same way, if I'm trying to calculate, find a unique entry in multiple rows. So as I said, like in one row, it will have name, one row, last name, then email address. So can I still find the unique?
You can, but it will be like combination.
Okay.
Say, for example, now, if I combine this, okay, this and this, for us, it's the same name. But when I combine this is different and this is different.
Okay.
You got it? Now, for
example, yes.
I have this, right? So if I combine this, these three are unique now.
Right.
Because I have the ID. Say, for example, Suprita, there is one name Suprita, employee 1. Again, there's one more name Suprita, employee 2. So the system will understand that there are two different persons.
Okay.
Understood?
Oh, yeah, got it.
Data management works.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, people? So people, if you're not there in our Telegram group, please get added. So as I promised, there are some gifts, which it's not a gift only. There is some important files actually I'll be giving you. So I'm sharing that link here, so you can get added there. Okay, if it is not, showing you, I'll send you the message me. I will send you the QR code. You can join that because now we have decided that we'll be doing a lot of workshops rather than only webinars. Because webinars means it's like one side. So we are planning for workshops. Anybody is interested in data analytics workshop, this Sunday there is a workshop that is completely on how to work on data cleaning, complete, okay, data cleaning and new chart visualizations, creating dashboards using Excel, Power Pivots. A lot of things are there. It's a workshop. If anybody wants to attend, learn a lot of things, you can attend that particular workshop. Okay. All right. So people online, if you don't have any doubts, I'll close because there are some people here sitting. So I want to clear their doubts. So if you don't have any doubts, I'll just close the meeting and then I have some more doubts to be cleared here offline. And again, I told you, if anybody is interested to purchase, please go to this link. You can purchase. You'll get all new softwares, that is the Microsoft 365 software plus 4 courses completely free in that particular package. Okay. Right, people. Thank you so much. If people are attending the webinar, so let's meet in the workshop. Thank you. Bye-bye.